Hey, what up, you guys? I was flipping through a notebook to look for an address today, and I realized that I came across my idea for my last topic that I forgot to cover with you guys because it's the summertime. And I specifically saved this topic for the summertime because the summertime is the summer and winter are the biggest narc seasons ever, kind of. Well, the summer and fall, right? Fall in preparation for the winter supply to be already stored away so they don't get left out in the cold. And the summertime is when they start kind of really rampaging on all the free booty out there, all right, ass out there. So I wanted to pop back on here and give you guys that last video that I told you that I just came across. So what is the deal? The deal is if you see, because everybody out here is not celibate like I chose to be, right? You might be having sex with someone, right? And I'm not sitting there ragging on you. I'm not gonna rag on you. But keep your eye out for this one thing. If they, especially for my ladies, if they manscape, and I'm not talking about just like tightening things up, tightening up the little like, nuts and bolts. What I mean is if they like full on shave their entire pubic area, that's a huge red flag. Let me tell you why. And I really need to get into the butthole area? We already know what that, if they shave their butthole, fucking run immediately, because that dude is shaving it so that another dude can see the bullseye easier. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's covered. But when they start shaving their entire pubic area, then that's a problem. That's a big ass indicator that they are a whole ass hoe out here. They are a whole ass slut bag out here. All right, they are shaving that shit because they first of all, they want to make the shit look longer, and for who if it's not you, right? Then secondly, they want to shave it so that it's easier for whoever the fuck told them that they like that shit. It's easier for them to do whatever to it or do whatever to it, right? Nah, bruh. Dudes, most of the time, straight guys, and straight guys that aren't slut bags, they are not about to shave bald their pubic area. They're not about to shave every last bit of hair off their crotch and their balls. They're not gonna do it, dude. They're not gonna go and get it waxed either. Okay, dudes that do that are straight up they're extremely promiscuous. All right. If you meet a dude and you decide you want to go into that route with that guy, and he drops trowel and you see a bald eagle in that motherfucker, you need to fly the fuck off. Okay, you need to bounce. And go ahead on, take your ass, act like you going to your car to get something sexy out. Oh, I left something in my trunk, babe. And next thing you know, he needs to hear, you need to be gone, okay? Because fuck no. That means that fool sleeps with a lot of bitches, bro. He sleep with so many of them motherfuckers that he actually is dumb enough to think that if you shave your pubes off, you can't possibly catch crabs and shit, right? Yes, you can. And by the way, you can't get rid of crabs from shaving it off. Do I know from experience? Fuck no. But I know that my uncle had that shit, and he's dead now, but I know he got that shit, and he thought a bald joint was going, no. Okay? Dude, so when you see that shit, you need to get out of there. It's harder for guys dealing with narcissistic women to go by this code that I'm creating for you right now, because women in general just kind of like clean up down there. So you can't really tell. But if she does some weird shit like start bleaching her asshole, She's a whole ass hooker. Because who really does that? People in the adult entertainment industry worry about the physical appearance of their booty holes and the hair on their body. As far as it's not just shaving your legs, they like to be bald down there. They like to get it. Like, I personally keep shit clean down there because I'm a sweaty bitch. Like, I am very anxious, like a chihuahua. Be anxious. I'm like that anxious, and that causes me to sweat, and I feel like hair holds smells in it. So I think it's better for an anxious person such as myself to keep things clean shaven so that I don't smell like a bag of gym socks. Okay, I refuse to do that. But for the average person who is not overly anxious, which makes up at least 70% of the world's population, there's not really a good reason to be shaving like and waxing down there to that degree. No one wants, for a woman, no one really wants you to look like a little kid unless something's fucking wrong with them. If it's not just for you, then, because if it's just for you, cool, but no dude is gonna ask you to do that. Dudes kind of like a little bit of like something, right? But when guys start doing that shit, that's a huge sign of being on the DL, number one, because that's some bitch primping right there for another gay dude. And also, like, it's Slutsville. It's really Slutsville. I've only known two men to do that weird shit, and that was my last narc, right? And he didn't start doing that until he more than likely started engaging in a shit ton of gay sex behind my back, and also fucking that prostitute that he could not leave alone. He probably, with his dumb ass, thought that that was gonna help save him some save his nether regions in some way and preserve them, but really it was just some pornographic weird shit he was doing aesthetically. So watch out when you see a motherfucker shave all that shit off. Bye. All right. Um, I would say also watch out for men that have a random vasectomy and it's not as a result of a previous marriage with kids or something, where like he just couldn't keep it in his pants with his wife enough to let her recover, so they just kept having kids or something. If a man just says, oh yeah, oh no, don't worry, I have a vasectomy, he's a full-on fucked up ass whore. He might be like even worse than that. Shit, he might be a dark web brother or something. Because I used to date, when before I had kids, I used to, like, early 20s, I used to date this like cop, right? And he turned out to be like really whorish, because like the way that he rocked out was he like would get his shit waxed, right? And he had a vasectomy. He decided to admit to me he had a vasectomy. So it's like, well, but he was never married. If he had a kid, he wasn't admitting to having him. So I kind of doubt that he didn't have one. And I felt like, why do you have a random vasectomy? It was like, to him, permanent green light to raw dog everybody and be sure that you're not getting them pregnant, but you're not taking care of yourself to not get AIDS or herpes or gonorrhea or syphilis or some other strange fucked up shit. He had a vasectomy and would wax his crotch. So anyway, I just want to drop that jewel on you guys because it is summertime. I know there's a lot of meat out here and it ain't all on the grill. And I'm sure a lot of y'all look real good too. Probably out there thicker than a Snicker. But you still have to be careful. And when you see that shit, please know it's always a hoe bag that's doing that shit. Don't fuck nobody with no hair on them, man. Nah. Especially not no dude, bro. If they hairless down there, they're on the DL and they're a whole ass hoe bag. Okay? Alright. Love you guys. I'm gonna go back to vacay because I have like a whole lot of other shit to do, but I couldn't leave y'all without that video. It's pretty important. Okay. Keep yourself safe and your little self safe too. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Keep some hair on that shit. Bye.